In a world filled with uncertainty and darkness, we often face challenges that seem insurmountable. We struggle with our own flaws, with sickness, and with the weight of life's burdens. Yet, the story of the blind man in John 9:1-12 reminds us that Jesus brings light into the darkest situations. One day, as Jesus walked with his disciples, they'd encountered a man who had been blind from birth. His condition had led people to ask, who sinned, this man or his parents, that he was born blind? In those days, it was a common belief that suffering was a result of personal or ancestral sin. But Jesus gave a different answer. He said, "Neither hath this man sinned, nor his parents, but that the works of God should be made manifest in him." Jesus then proclaimed, "I must work the works of him that sent me, while it is day. The night cometh, when no man can work." Then, Jesus did something extraordinary. He spat on the ground, made clay of the spittle, and anointed the man's eyes with the clay. He instructed him, "Go, wash in the pool of Siloam." The blind man, trusting Jesus, went and washed in the pool of Siloam. And when he came back, he could see. His sight was restored, and he no longer lived in darkness. When the neighbors and those who had seen him before were astonished, they asked, "Is not this he that sat and begged?" Some thought it was him, while others said it was someone who looked like him. But the man replied, "I am he." But some were skeptical. The Pharisees, who had their own ideas about how healing should happen, questioned the man. "How were your eyes opened?" they asked. The healed man replied, "A man that is called Jesus made clay, and anointed my eyes, and said unto me, Go to the pool of Siloam, and wash. And I went and washed, and I received sight." In the midst of this man's darkness, both physical and spiritual, Jesus brought light, not just for his eyes, but for his soul. Jesus revealed that he is the true light of the world, and just as he healed this man, he offers healing to us all, spiritually and physically. Just as Jesus brought sight to the blind man, he can bring light into our own lives, no matter how dark they seem. Whether you're facing personal struggles, physical challenges, or spiritual doubts, Jesus is ready to heal and restore you. Let us remember the words of Jesus, "I am the light of the world." No matter the depth of our darkness, his light shines brighter still. Believe in him, trust in his power, and let his light guide you through every shadow. Let the story of the blind man's healing remind you that no matter how impossible your situation may seem, Jesus is always ready to bring his light into your